Are you a professional income tax assessee struggling to maintain your income tax file? Amendments to acts, preconditions, ill advice, and ignorance are the root of your problems. The income tax provisions of Section 44 ADA make it very easy for professionals to file and maintain their income tax returns. Let us explore and understand more about it. Welcome to Money Talks. My name is Subramani A, and one of our goals is to educate and empower taxpayers with the right information. Today we explore the most commonly asked questions on professional income, tax assessee as and provide the right information for them to act on it. What is Section 44 ADA? Who is considered as a professional income tax assessee according to Section 44 ADA? The professionals that come under Section 44 ADA are legal, medical, engineering or architectural accountancy, technical consultancy, interior decorations and any new professionals notified by CBDT. For the ease of compliance, such professionals did not maintain books of accounts. They are allowed to deduct 50% of their professional income as expenses, and the remaining is treated as profit, which is taxable. The total of this profit and other income sources minus rebate and deductions, if any, make up the professional's taxable income. Let me explain with an example. A medical professional XYZ has professional income gross receipts of rupees 38 lakhs, rental income of rupees 10 lakhs. Her principal has deducted 3.8 lakhs as TDS on her behalf and paid to the Government of India. As per Section 44 ADA, XYZ can claim 50% of her professional income as expenses. So she claims 50% of 38 lakhs, which is rupees 19 lakhs as expense, and the remaining 19 lakhs will be taxable income. To this profit of rupees 19 lakhs, income from other sources, that is rental income of rupees 10 lakhs added. Rental income has straight rebate of 30% and municipal tax paid for the property under Income Tax Act. Assuming municipal tax at rupees 28,000, taxable income under rent works out to rupees 6,72,000. So, her total taxable income becomes rupees 26.72 lakhs. On 26.72 lakhs, she can claim rebate and deductions that are allowed if any. For the ease of this example, let us assume she has no deductions to claim and she is liable to pay tax on 26.72 lakhs. TDS already paid rupees 3,80,000. So she is liable to pay tax after adjusting this or claim refund as per computation. Is it mandatory for a professional to go with Section 44 ADA if his or her gross receipts is below 50 lakhs? No, it is not mandatory. One can always maintain books of accounts and can pay tax only on the profits made. Let us go back to the previous case of medical profession, but this time XYZ hires an accountant and maintains a books of accounts. Her accountant calculates her profit by deducting staff salaries, clinic rent, stationery, marketing expenses, etc. from her income. The accountant finds that on income of rupees 38 lakhs, she incurred on expense of 30 lakhs and was left with only 8 lakhs in profit, which means that when compared to section 44 ADA methodology, she benefited by maintaining books of accounts and was able to save tax by not having to pay unnecessary tax on presumptive profits. Who are the professionals not covered under section 44 ADA? Professionals with professional income gross receipts exceeding 50 lakhs in a financial year are not covered under this presumptive tax. I am a professional who comes under section 44 ADA, but my gross income is more than 50 lakhs. Can I use presumptive taxation? This is a wrong question. Why? You don't come under section 44 ADA once your income exceeds 50 lakhs. So, our answer is no. Professionals whose professional income is more than 50 lakhs cannot use this scheme, but such professionals will benefit immensely by hiring on accounting professional and getting books of accounts audited. This way, they can take maximum benefits of provisions in the law. Example, X as a professional income of rupees 190 lakhs, his TDS was deducted at 10%, which is 19 lakhs. His taxable income is rupees 8 lakhs as per audited financial. In this case, almost 90% of TDS will be refundable after adjusting the payment of income tax. The big question is section 44 ADA is better or maintaining books of accounts and filing income tax on profits better. Example, let us go back to the previous case of medical profession, but this time XYZ hires an accountant and maintains books of accounts. The accountant finds that income of rupees 38 lakhs she incurred on expense of 8 lakhs and was left with only 30 lakhs as profit, which means that when compared to section 44 ADA methodology, she is not benefited by maintaining books of accounts. Our recommendation is to maintain books of accounts. Only then you will truly know tax under which method is beneficial. Coming to the quantum of profits, a wise accountant can help you make proper accounting, investments and provide advance which can help you save tax. Let us move on to what is TDS and is TDS deducted tax paid in full. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. When clients pay professionals their fee, clients are obligated to deduct tax if the payment exceeds rupees 30,000 in a financial year or payment of in aggregate exceeds 30,000 in a financial year. For professionals other than technical services, this tax deduction may be 10%, while for technical professional services, it is 5% for current financial year. Coming to the second part, no TDS is not income tax paid in full. It is only advance tax. Sometimes additional tax has to be paid and sometimes we can claim refund. This will be based on taxable income of the assessee. Where are the TDS details available? All the TDS details are available in a form called Form 16A issued by your principal or a client. If they have not issued you one, you can access the Form 26AS from the Traces portal, which shows the TDS deducted on behalf of you. How does one arrive at the taxable income? Taxable income is arrived by adding your income from all sources and reducing it by rebates and deduction allowable if any. The checklist for income sources are professional income as defined above. Other incomes include income from other than profession, interest on fixed deposit, income from short-term capital gains like sale of shares, debentures and property, long-term capital gains from sale of property, rental income, income from foreign sources. The aggregate amount will be the gross income less rebates and deductions will be the taxable income upon which tax is computed. After adjusting the TDS, if the balance is payable, tax needs to be paid. Otherwise, claim refund. One should bear in mind that payments received from foreign sources should also be included. But DTAA computation should be kept in mind. That is, double taxation avoidance treaty with the country from which you have a foreign income. That is to say, if you have already paid a tax in a foreign country where DTAA is applicable, you did not pay again the tax in India, you can adjust the DTAA paid on that income in India. Otherwise, the tax is applicable. Let us recap. We have shared with you the most FAQs on professional income, tax assessee. We have defined professionals who come under section 44 ADA. We have highlighted what limits are imposed on each of these professionals. We have now clarified TDS and income tax filing. So, be a prudent taxpayer and pay your taxes on time. Do you still have doubts on your professional income? Feel free to contact us on the details below. We have advised more than 2,500 individuals over the last 25 years and helped them claim 50 to 80% tax refund by proper computation and declaration on professional income. Hope you are happy about the information. Thank you.